What's up, guys? So in this video, the GT Slammer is going to face off against the Verde AV. The Verde AV, well, both these bikes have been carrying along pretty good throughout the tournament bracket, and one of them has to beat the other. This is from the full-length video of the 12 different bikes under $400. They're thrown into a tournament bracket and they're all compared side by side. We only get one winner out of these 12 bikes. It's designed to help you figure out which bike is going to be the best bang for your buck. So we're going to get right into the video. We're going to figure out if the GT Slammer is better than the Verde AV. All right, GT Slammer, my old friend with the cranks going down. It's good to see you again. The Verde AV, look, just side by side, you can tell. See, and that's what I'm talking about. When I call bikes dinky, it's nothing like, I don't know, I guess it is derogatory to the bike, but it's just like you can tell this is a dinky looking bike compared to this one. This just looks clean. It's like back in my day, we'd look at bikes with big sprockets, and those were not BMX bikes. If they had a big sprocket, not a BMX bike. Now they're evolving, right? You know, Walmart bikes have small sprockets, so you can't just say, that's not a BMX bike. They all look the same, but they have some dinky characteristics. But anyway, the GT Slammer is $331 to $389. The Verde AV is $399, right at the top of this price range. So I understand if you guys can't quite afford it, it is towards the top of this $400 bracket, $400 price range. The Slammer weighs 26.5 pounds, but the Verde is a lot lighter. It only weighs 24.5. And they both only come in one size option. The GT Slammer comes with 4 different color options, and the Verde AV only comes with 3. They're both technically core BMX brands, and neither of these bikes have any special utility. Neither one's for park, street, or dirt. Like I mentioned with the Slammer, even though it has this gyro, does not mean it's park specific. Not going to give it any park specific points. I'm just not. Currently it's tied. Slammer has 4 color options. The Verde is a lot lighter. So 1-to-1. When we go on and look at the quality though, not much has changed. You know, they're still high tensile steel frame, forks, and bars. And I'm a little sad that the Verde's like this low of quality. I mean, it's better than the Slammer, right? But it should have maybe one chromoly piece of tubing, maybe one chromoly handlebar, like maybe the bars are chromoly. I don't know. Anyway, frame, forks, and bars, high tensile steel for both of these bikes. You guys know why high tensile steel is less important. We want chromoly, but you know, we didn't get it, so we just got to move on, okay? We're moving on. They're both single wall rims. We want double wall rims, but we're not going to get it, so we're just going to move on. The aftermarket parts, neither of these bikes have aftermarket parts, but the Verde AV scored a 1.8 in the quality because it is a little bit better in quality. You can see why on the Dougsterbob score sheet. It also scored a 4.88 for the value factor. This beats the GT's 3.02 and means the Verde is a much better bike. So the Verde just scored 2 points right there, and it is moving on into the finals against the DK. The GT Slammer has more color options and it's a little bit cheaper, but the Verde AV is lighter, higher quality, and it has a better value factor. So it obviously deserves to win, and it doesn't look dinky. So good job, Verde. Moving on into the finals. I don't know why I'm like actually hyped. Like when I was creating this video, this slideshow, I'm like, I just want to be able to have fun comparing the two, and I'm having fun doing that. So I hope you guys are having fun. As I'm going through it, I'm like, this is repetitive. Like you guys could probably know right off the bat which bikes are going to win, but I'm having fun. So if you hate it, like quit watching, go do something else. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. The DK Cygnus and the Verde AV are going to face off in the next video. The GT Slammer goes and sits next to the Jet Block in the loser circle, which is very big. We've got the Jet Generate. Wow, look at that. The Jet Generate was the first bike out, and the Jet Block was one of the last bikes. So we got the Jet Generate, the Haro Lucidia, the Free Agent Novus, the Sabrosa Altus, the Colt Access, the Redline Rival, the GT Air, the Kink Curb, the Jet Block, and now the GT Slammer. That was crazy. All right, guys, low key, that was pretty intense. I don't know why I was so hyped, but I was. The Verde AV is moving on to face the DK Cygnus. Now, any of these bikes, like this whole thing could be changed around had one bike gone against another early on. But the Verde AV made it all the way through. And make sure you guys watch that full length video to see which bike wins. You can skip to the end or you can watch the whole thing. This is really valuable for you because you can see which bikes are better than other bikes. And there's nobody out there who's able to compare BMX bikes. So I hope you got some value from this and have a good rest of your day. Thanks.